Every Sunday morning, Republicans wake up, put on their best suit, and line up at NBC, ABC, CBS, and Fox to compete in what I call who can kiss Trump's ass the hardest. And folks, this past Sunday, legendary performances. We have a Kentucky senator getting called a nasty little guy and respond by begging to still be Trump's friend. We had the Speaker of the House defend a convicted fraudster who stole from donors, and we had an Alabama senator gush about Trump's leadership, while federal workers miss paychecks. So let's crown this week's winners, shall we? First up, Senator Rand Paul on NBC's Meet the Press. Now on Friday, Trump went on Truth Social and absolutely destroyed this man. Let's watch Kristen Welker read it to him.
Senator, I do want to ask you about some comments that President Trump actually made about you. This was a post on Friday night. Let me read you, get your reaction on the other side. He said, quote, "Whatever happened to Senator Rand Paul? He was never great, but he went really bad. I got him elected twice in the great Commonwealth of Kentucky, but he just never votes positively for the Republican Party. He's a nasty little guy." Why do you think President Trump is targeting you, Senator?
Okay, so just to be clear, Trump just said Rand Paul was never great and called him a nasty little guy. That's a public humiliation on national television. So Rand has a choice here, stand up for himself or crawl. Let's see what he picks.
But I don't take it too seriously. Look, I've known the president for over a decade. I've played golf with him many, many times. I enjoy his company. I was one of his biggest defenders on impeachment and would do so again. I think he's one of the best presidents, if not the best presidents of my lifetime.
I'm sorry, what? He just called you never great and nasty, and you respond with, "But I played golf with him. I enjoy his company. He's the best president of my lifetime." Oh, please, Daddy Trump, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to vote wrong. Remember when we played golf and you let me ride in your cart? This was the best day of my life. I still have the ball marker you touched. I sleep with it under my pillow. Please don't be mad at me. I'll do anything. I'll vote yes on everything. I'll praise you on Fox News. I'll get a tattoo of your face. Just please, please still like me. I need you to like me. My entire sense of self-worth depends on your approval. Does this mean we're not golf buddies anymore? Like, dude, he publicly humiliated you and you thanked him for it. But wait, it's going to get worse.
But it doesn't mean I dislike Donald Trump. So he gets mad at me sometimes, but I'm still one of his best supporters if he's willing to have it.
If he's willing to have it? Rand, buddy, you just got verbally bitch slapped on Truth Social and your response is, "I'm still one of his biggest supporters if he'll take me back." This is textbook abuse dynamics. He insults you, you apologize, and then you beg for his approval. Pathetic. Moving on. Next, we have Speaker of the House Mike Johnson on ABC's This Week. Now, you might remember that on Friday, Trump commuted the sentence of George Santos, the guy who stole hundreds of thousands from donors, lied about literally everything, spent campaign money on Botox and OnlyFans, and got expelled by Congress. So Jonathan Karl asked, what do you make of this?
Let me ask you about the president's pardon of George Santos. What do you make of that?
The president has the right under the Constitution for pardon and commutation, of course. We believe in redemption. This is a personal belief of mine, and I hope Mr. Santos makes the most of his second chance.
We believe in redemption? Mike, the guy stole money from people who believed in him. He defrauded voters. He lied about his grandmother surviving the Holocaust. He lied about being a volleyball star. He lied about founding an animal charity. He lied about his entire life. And Trump literally said he pardoned him because Santos always voted Republican.
But how about the fact that the president, in issuing the pardon, or it's clemency, I'm sorry, the clemency, he said at least Santos had the courage, conviction, and intelligence to always vote Republican. I looked through this. There have now, I think we have a list of them, 10 former Republican members of Congress who the president has either pardoned or issued clemency for. 10.
Okay, you want to talk about what Joe Biden did with that power?
No.
Oh, here we go. The only thing in the arsenal, the Biden deflection. No, Mike, we're not doing that. But what's Mike going to say? Okay, look, I know George Santos is a compulsive liar who fabricated his entire experience and stole from grandmothers who donated their Social Security checks. But you have to consider that he voted with us. That's what really matters here. Who cares about fraud, theft, and deception when you've got loyalty? Plus, if you don't defend him, Trump might post about me at 3 a.m. and call me a rhino. Do you know what that would do to my fundraising? I have a mortgage. My kids need braces. I can't afford to be on Trump's bad side. So yes, I will absolutely defend a criminal if it means I get to keep my job. That's called leadership in the Republican Party. And by the way, Mike, you want to talk about socialism? What do you call Trump owning 10% of Intel? Is that capitalism, or is that just a 10% payoff directly to the Trump family? Define socialism, Mike. You can't fund healthcare, but you got $40 billion to Argentina, $100 billion to ICE, Kristi Noem, who just got 2 private jets, the best money can buy, of course. But healthcare for Americans, sorry, we're fiscally responsible now. Give me a break. And finally, Senator Katie Britton of Alabama on CBS Face the Nation. Margaret Brennan asked about her 130,000 Alabamians losing health insurance. Watch what happens.
Look, millions more people are going to be able to afford this because of President Trump's leadership. From the very first time I talked to him about this, Margaret, he has been steadfast and unwavering, understanding that there are people from coast to coast that have been praying to be able to start their family or expand their family. And because of infertility, here in the United States, we've seen 1 in 8 families that are actually struggling with infertility issues. We've got about 9% of men, 11% of women who are facing these challenges. President Trump believes in being obviously the president that is helping hardworking Americans, helping parents, helping families. He's turned the Republican Party into that, which is so exciting.
The government is shut down. People aren't getting paid. You're on national television talking about how exciting Trump's leadership is. Oh, Margaret, I just don't understand. When Trump president looks at me with those beautiful eyes and talks about helping families, I literally feel my heart skip a beat. He's not just a president, he's a savior, an angel of God among men. Yes, people are missing paychecks, but have you considered how exciting it is to witness his genius? Every decision he makes is perfect. Every word he speaks is poetry. I would die for this man. I would kill for this man. Sometimes I just sit in my office and stare at his picture and whisper, "Thank you for existing." Is that weird? No. That's patriotism now. You literally said Democrats need to do the right thing while Trump is the one refusing to negotiate. And by the way, Katie, your claim about millionaires getting subsidies, that's a lie. The ACA subsidies help millions of working families, not millionaires. And how exactly are families are supposed to expand their families when they're taking away their health care? So have more babies, you can't afford to keep them healthy? Make it make sense. Okay, so here's what we just witnessed. Rand Paul got publicly insulted and responded by praising Trump as possibly the best president of his lifetime. Mike Johnson defended pardoning a convicted fraudster who stole from donors because he voted Republican. Katie Britt praised Trump's exciting leadership while federal workers miss paychecks. And here's the thing, this happens every single day. Especially Sundays. They line up on Meet the Press, Face the Nation, This Week, Fox News Sunday, and they compete to see who can debase themselves the most. It doesn't matter if he insults them. It doesn't matter if he breaks the law. It doesn't matter if his policies hurt people. They will still get on national television and kiss the ring. And you know what the saddest part is? They're terrified. Terrified of a mean tweet, terrified of losing an endorsement, terrified of being primaried. So they perform. They perform loyalty. They perform devotion. They perform submission. Every Sunday without fail. So congratulations to this week's winners of the Sunday show's ass-kissing competition. Rand Paul for begging his bully to take him back, Mike Johnson for defending fraud in the name of party loyalty, and Katie Britt for gushing about exciting leadership while people suffer. If you want to see me call out this spineless bullshit every single week, hit that subscribe button because they're going to do it all over again next Sunday. I guarantee it.